Um, I just came from Apple, where I purchased an Apple Vision Pro. It was extremely difficult because I am a veteran with PTSD, specifically military sexual trauma. And I told Apple repeatedly, just send it to me, have it delivered so I can be on my side of the door and not be triggered by it, not have to deal with any of that. But I was, and that was awful. But I did get my Apple Vision Pro. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I got an Apple Vision Pro. So I will be reviewing it on my channel because I want to help other veterans. I want to help other veterans who are struggling right now, who have been trapped by a system that specifically stresses them out so that they don't understand that the true value of your life and your health is always above money. And sometimes you need to understand what real value is. You really do. So I went and I got this Apple Vision Pro. Hi Clint, how are you doing? I'm I'm not well. I'm not well. I just uploaded a video of my Uber driver cursing me out and attacking me. Now I know that's a policeman and I should have probably called the police, but I don't have a bruise on me. He just tried to. So I leave it in the hands of Uber. I uploaded the video. Like this is why I've had a problem with California and Los Angeles. Excuse me, I'm thirsty. Mm. Good. Mm. This is the reason why I have a problem with California. I have a service animal. I have a service animal. If you live in Los Angeles, my service animal is the most famous service animal, famous dog since Lassie. Everyone knows this dog. But I come into this car, the guy has an attitude. He's like, "You have a dog," and it's just, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to reach out to Uber and say, "Hey, this is a package deal. I'm a disabled American veteran." Do you know what a disabled American veteran is? It's a person like me with a severe disability. And in my case, it's a physical injury and PTSD from military sexual trauma. So thank you so much, Apple. I appreciate you finally giving me an Apple Vision Pro, but I really shouldn't have had to go through all of this. I really shouldn't have had to go through all this. And by the way, since I'm on YouTube, I'm going to talk about this. What the fuck is going on with your store that there is no signal, like whatsoever? Like you scrambled my iPhone so I couldn't call out. What was going on there? Like, your Wi-Fi, that strong? Because if it's so, please tell T-Mobile because their stuff sucks right now. But I don't know. I appreciate you, Clint, and I know I haven't been available lately. I've been going through a lot. I've been going through a lot because I'm trying to make some changes to my life because of everything that's been going on. And I know LA is you're one of us now. You're one of us. I'm like, look at me. I look like a giant creamsicle. People actually started asking me, "Are you a scientist?" And I had to explain to them, "I'm a musician and a scientist." Poor little redheaded girl. But oh well. I'm going to be reviewing this Apple Vision Pro. because, as I said, veterans need to know where the future is, where their benefits are, and the benefits are, I'm going to issue, because you know what, I'm not just a veteran, I'm the veteran. I'm going to issue a stay-at-home order for veterans. For veterans, stay at home. There is something going on right now. Stay at home. Get yourself one of these, get yourself a TV and pocket. Stay at home, because there's something going on. If a disabled American veteran is going to be attacked, someone tries to smack you for traveling. So, yeah, I will issue a stay at home order for veterans. Prime, Clint, I appreciate all of you coming in, and Skulls, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming into the channel today. Like I said, you know, things are changing because I am unhappy. I am unhappy, and I have so much pressure right now because before I was just a disabled American veteran and I just had to take care of myself. Now I'm a disabled American veteran that has to take care of other veterans. So I have to do more to speak up for them, to advocate for them, and to guide them toward a life where they are safe, healthy, and protected. And right now, the American government isn't doing enough. And it's not just a money issue. It really isn't. There's a lack of community for veterans because veterans do not fit into cities. We're too good for that. And we should have said that from the beginning. So let's start with a stay at home order for all veterans in America. If you can stay at home, stay at home. Get yourself one of these or a TV, park yourself there, and keep yourself safe. If they're going to treat veterans like that out in the public, then you know what? Respect yourself. Respect yourself as a veteran. Congratulations on your school. School is important. Hmm. Very important. I don't know how to feel. I really don't. Because I said to Apple several times, just deliver the item to me, and they refuse to. They refuse to. They refuse to. I call my bank, and my bank is like, look, we don't know what the issue is. And Apple says, well, we don't really know what the issue is. So I come down to your store, and then this is what happens when I come down to your store. And speaking of coming down to your store, what is up with that crazy woman that tried to bum rush me in the middle of an Apple store? Like, have people no sense of decency? Here I am with a service animal, clearly says that I'm disabled. What part of that says lunge at me in any way? And then security is there, but security, you know, they're not really going to do anything because it's a white woman trying to lunge at a person of color. So thank you so much, Apple Security, for that level of discrimination that you see a person of color well dressed and you think that a white woman lunging at them is par course for how you treat an Apple customer. Thank you so much, Apple, for that. Clint, oh my God. Scandal, scandal, scandal. You broke up. Blessings in disguise. Clint, blessings in disguise. As I said, I think it's time that you went to Sweden. I think it's time that you were with your people. You are a Viking. be with your people. You spend all your day living as a Viking, and then you want to date a regular person. Why would you do that? I spend all of my day literally dressed as an extra in Outlander. Why the hell would I want to date anybody here except for that one fireman who I am madly in love with and will be doing a huge music special coming soon at the end of the month in order to profess my love in the most extravagant and expensive way possible because I am that romantic for that particular fireman. And I am a bit thirsty. CS goes, I agree with Ian. Follow your dreams, Clint. Samo, hello, 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 hello. Firemen are good people. This fireman, look, I'm in love with your character. I don't know you as a person. I mean, I am a disabled American veteran with PTSD. I'm not delusional. I'm just in love with your character. I find your character to be extremely dreamy. But I actually prefer you when you had nice curly hair and you had a scruffy beard because I'm clearly a werewolf dressed in my finest. But yeah, I'm a werewolf. If I had my way, I would be running through the woods like Jacob in Twilight. Somebody got a crush. Yeah, I do. I do have a bit of a crush on that fictional character because yeah, that's the kind of person I would date. That personality of I'm going to be a hero no matter what, no matter what they throw at me. Because the guy's been electrocuted, he's been shot, he's been crushed, he's dealt with so much, and all he wants to do is save lives. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel as a disabled veteran who now has to take care of other veterans because I'm sick and tired of the Department of Veteran Affairs constantly torturing veterans, torturing them. Yes, in a way, it does help. And at a certain point, I guess you're a bit more mature now and you can make more informed decisions than if you were a teenager, pretty much straight out of. But we're not living in a world where that's a luxury that you can give. People with severe handicaps like PTSD, they need their benefits now because they need to put up walls between a lot of things. Going to the Apple store was traumatic for me. Traumatic because I don't want to go into my life story with a bunch of strangers and expect them to care. So if two female Apple workers decide that they want to walk by me and orbit me and then walk by me and then change their course so that they can walk by me again, I just move out of the way because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with having PTSD flashbacks in public. My service animal is trained for that. My service animal is trained to pull me away, to push me away, to hold me in place. I remember when I was on a train platform and I was having a PTSD flashback because there were too many people coming toward me and it reminded me of my military sexual trauma, and my dog actually got up on its hind legs and held me in place to make sure that I did not hurt myself and run off the platform injuring myself. I'm very, very happy to have this service animal. Very, very happy. Which is why it dismays me so much. It disappoints me. I'm angry at being attacked in an Uber car. I paid for an Uber car and this guy curses me out and he attacks me. And I look, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Like, dude, you were a fucking ass. You were a fucking ass. So here's what I do. I put it on YouTube and I'm going to say, Uber, you handle this. You handle this. If this person has such a problem with respecting veterans, bye, bye. I'm just not going to deal with that. And this goes to the heart of the issue I have with Los Angeles. Is if Los Angeles is going to behave like this, then I don't know what you expect me to do. I have my Apple Vision Pro so I can watch Wicked with Cynthia and Ariana Grande and think that I'm in a giant movie theater because I have PTSD, so I cannot go to a movie theater. I tried it in the past. The last movie I went to was Captain America Brave New World. And look, I enjoyed the film. I ragged on it super hard because I said, don't you think Anthony Mackie could have used like one other person to talk to? I don't know. Just someone who's super cool who would make that like a good vibe instead of what they offered. But what they offered is what they offered, and what they offered is what you have to give. Squid Game. Do you watch it? I recently restarted my Netflix thing, and I I can't watch that. I know it's so hypercritical, but you don't understand that that's what California is. California is a hive mind that is constantly trying to push and pull you in certain situations to knock you off course in order to make you more intelligent. Which is why I'm telling people, do yourself a favor. If you are a veteran, pick yourself up one of these and start playing their game. Because the minute you go outside, they have control over everything. And I do mean everything. And if you're military or veteran, you don't want to go through some of the challenges that California will throw at you. It's just not worth it. So, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate trans visibility on in media. I really do. I want to see more trans characters in Marvel and in Disney in general, but I don't know. It seems like a dream that I have. But what I'm gonna do is make this super short, because I have food and I'm trying to get through my Starbucks right now. I'm really thirsty. Like it's just been a lot of running around and a lot of stress, and oh my god, it's so delicious. But I want to take some time, do an unboxing and dive through this because I don't believe there has been a video where an American veteran who is disabled talks about this product. And I want to be able to put it through its paces and see if I would recommend this or the MetaQuest 3 for veterans to use. Because, as I said, I am issuing a stay at home order for veterans because there's something going on right now, and I encourage more veterans pick up something and stay indoors in a safe space. All right. Sorry. It's been a bit boring. I do have some news. I do have some news, but it's a surprise. So, womp womp. I will tease it, tease it that I have major news. Major news. And it might actually be related to 911, the show. How weird is that? Hmm. Anyway, this is XIlyana. I am an American disabled veteran, and I guess I will be reviewing tech for other veterans. I'm not laughing at you, Clint. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. That's a beautiful thing. That is absolutely a beautiful thing. Oh my lord. Clint, I have seen the way Chuck looks at you. I have seen the way Chuck looks at you. That is love, that is trust, that is amazing. Amazing because I know this dog Starlight is going to a great home. A great home. Because I've seen how well you interact with that dog. And pretty much everyone has seen how I interact with my dog. Although I feel a little awful because she really hates escalators and I hate elevators. So we will always come to odds with that, where I don't really want to ride in elevators because people try to push their way onto my elevator. And I just know. But it's not about me. Oh, Clint. Um, I might be available on Friday, but next week I have a major announcement. But I will be taking a small sabbatical in order to take care of something that's really, really important to me. But yeah, let's try maybe for Friday. I will look at my schedule and see if I can fit you in there. But once again, I do thank Uber for at least getting me to my destinations. But the safety of your customer has to be something you take into account. I just didn't feel safe on that last ride, and which is why I had to videotape it and then I put it online. But thank you, everyone. My name is XIlyana. I am an activist, an LGBTQIA icon. I am an environmentalist and a human rights advocate. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you on the next podcast.